Hey guys, my name is Dallas Barnes and I work for Ool Truck Sales, and we're part of the International family of dealerships through North America. International has 700 standalone dealership locations in North America alone, and with the addition of the contract with Loves, that gives us 300 more warranty facilities, giving us the largest dealer footprint in all of North America. Today I want to talk to you about the new MV607. It's our flagship medium duty truck. Now I know you're looking at it going, what's an MV? That looks like a Durastar. And I get it, but I promise once we get around to the side, get inside, you're going to see the driver-centric, that we've wrapped all this around, and we've kept what was good with the Durastar and just enhanced everything else. So with the Durastar, or the MV, we kept the Durastar hood, 3-piece hood. Why did we do that? You know, same as always. You know, if a driver hits and cracks the fender, smacks the hood, needs to be repainted, each 3 pieces can be repaired or replaced with less downtime and less cost to you. A couple of our competitors use a 1-piece hood that weighs a ton and it costs a fortune to fix or replace. So standard is also the chrome grille, and when I spec my trucks out, I typically try to put a little bit more chrome on them, keep the drivers happy. You know, I usually add a chrome bumper, chrome hood mirrors, and then chrome mirrors. And I always add tow hooks for the side. So talking about the hood, you know, we talked about the 3-piece. We didn't talk about the 3-phase paint process that we use. We use a base coat, a clear coat, and a polyurethane. And what that does is over the life of the truck, it keeps our trucks looking better than anybody else's out on the road. And that's standard with International. Now, I know in today's economy, it's hard to find drivers. So we're getting a lot of retirees coming in trying to do things. A lot of our competitors' hoods, when they're trying to do their pre-trip, if you notice, I'm pulling it over basically with just 2 fingers and letting it go. It's easier for your retired drivers to want to do this. It makes them want to do their pre-trip inspection instead of like on our competitors' Peterbilt or a Kenworth, having to flop that big hood on down. So when you come over to the side, we're offering 2 different engine levels in the MV series. You got the B6.7, which is here. Also, you can get an L9 Cummins up to 350 horsepower and 1,000 foot-pounds of torque. Cummins locations with the International locations are guaranteed uptime should you have a problem with your MV truck. So as we're walking around the truck, you can see it still kind of looks the same, you know, but here we go. MV, we're putting labels back on them again. The door, if you notice the door, we have changed the door and we've changed the mirrors. We still offer the C-loop mirrors, which are standard on the MV series. Breakaway forward or backwards, less vibration than what they used to have, but I've been speccing mine with the Aero pedestal mirrors. They have a breakaway forward feature, still less vibration, so you can see when your drivers can see good when they're backing up. So it's not your typical cookie cutter truck like our competition. We have options that you can pick, whether it's a 50-gallon fuel tank or a 100-gallon fuel tank or a cover for your DEF tank. Do you need your battery box on the other side? Do you need vertical exhaust? Tons and tons of options. It's the most versatile truck on the road today. Going back to talking about our frame rail, standard huck bolted frame rail. We're the only OE to do that. It's an upcharge for a Freightliner M2. And why do you want a huck bolted frame rail? Suppose you wanted to put a third axle on, a lift axle on here. It keeps everything tight. I'd much rather have huck bolts than I would grade 8 bolts. Strongest frame rail in the industry, standard on the MV truck. It's a versatile truck. Do you need a flatbed? Do you need a dump truck? Do you need a van body? A porta potty sucker? It's a versatile truck. And then you get up to the cab. We're going to talk about the cab now. Steel cab. Okay, so our competition, the M2, claims it is an aluminum cab, but what they're doing is they're taking aluminum and steel and gluing them together. Now really guys, how long is that going to last? Our cabs are proven. We've been making this for over almost 20 years. And then we've got the new door design, and then we've got the largest cab in the industry as well. And you're going to see more on how large it is once we get inside. Hey guys, so we're inside the MV cab right now, and if you look around, first thing you notice is the panoramic view out of the windshield. Tons of view out of there. Look at the visibility. Look at the slope of the hood that we talked about earlier. It's going to keep your drivers safe. It's going to keep pedestrians safe more than anything. But you know, and that's one of the reasons we have one of the largest windshields in the industry. Now, if you take a T270, sometimes they have that split in there. Plus the windshield's tons smaller, hood's a lot longer. no visibility out of there. Plus our cab, T27, you can reach over and roll the window down like that, whereas here you've got tons of room. We can even stick another man in here comfortably. I just happen to put a console in here as an option. So the next thing you're going to notice is it's not a Durastar. This is an MV. We have completely changed this dash. We went with the straight dash right now, but there is an optional wing dash available. Well, and then you're asking me, what about the Diamond Logic? Same thing applies in the MV as did the Durastar. We still have the same Diamond Logic we've been doing for almost 20 years and almost have perfected it. You look where our switches are, easy access. And if you remember the old switches that we used to have, that you touch them, eventually everything would rub off. These are laser etched in and all backlit with LED lights in them. Automotive style. Everything in this truck is driver first. And what driver first is, it was a program where everything was centered around the driver. What's going to make the driver comfortable? How are we going to make the driver more productive? How are we going to make your bottom line better? So again, going back to our switches, everything's right here, and we have plenty of room to add more switches. But in the Diamond Logic, if you look at what Freightliner does, they put their switches above overhead. Very clunky, very odd to get up. You're taking your eyes off the road if you have to do something. We still have steering wheel controls, or steering wheel switches, excuse me, and all our controls over here are easily accessible. You'll also notice that we put in a dash mounted shifter. Now this is a 2500 series Allison in here. Had we put a 3000 or above in here, we would have a stalk shifter, which would have been standard. It's out of the way, it gives you even more room down here. So I was talking about visibility. If you notice, we did get rid of the wing window. At first I didn't know it was really going to be as good as what it is, but there you really do have better visibility without that bar stick in here. So when we're also going back to driver first, you know, safety is a big deal for not only the driver but the company as well. So standard on the MV series, you can get Bendix Wingman. You can also get the collision avoidance and then lane departure, which is going to make the driver safer. It's going to keep him more alert. That's one of the safety features that International does have that we're incorporating on all of our trucks, along with the visibility that we've talked about. And the way I've been doing it, the more comfortable I spec my truck out, I think the more productive the driver is. I try to do it a mix of both ways. You know, what's going to keep the driver happy to keep the company profitable. So that's kind of the way I'm looking at it. But this is a classic interior. You can also do a diamond interior, which upgrades it just a little bit. I just kind of mix and match. Like I put a better seat in here with dual shocks, keeps the driver happy. We've started putting air ride driver seats in the passengers. You know, if you're looking at the 15 degrees where you don't have to turn your head, you can just see. But if you remember in the Durastar, you kind of had to do that a little bit. These mirrors, they've done a great job on designing these mirrors and the way they're not vibrating. All right. So I know I've taken a little bit of your all's time, and I do appreciate you all letting me show you what our new flagship MV is. The warranty on this truck standard is 2 years unlimited miles, 3 years unlimited on the B6.7 engine, 3 years on the Allison transmission, and 3 years unlimited on the rear axle. So guys, with our safety features, our warranty, our dealer network, our MV truck, we are best in class in the medium duty business, and the most versatile medium duty truck made out there is the MV607. Thank you all.